Hi, everybody, and welcome to session 5 of Homomachina. This is Allure and Amour. We hope you enjoy.
So we start off with we just placed the bomb in the middle of the street, and the truck came by and it went off. And the truck is upside down. Stuff is everywhere. Then Lucas goes over and pulls out the 3 gonks that are in there and lines them up and starts questioning them. And Cerveau goes over to the armored black box to check that out while Fang and Lucas are interrogating the 3, and eventually, over time, those 3 end up dead. And as we're kind of figuring things out, we hear behind us 3 motorcycles coming in pretty quick, because one of the people that was on the ground was on the phone with the other 3, so they knew something was up. And so when they arrived, we were kind of all hiding, and they were looking for us. They were like, "This is the mailman. Where's the mailman at?" And they found Cerveau. Cerveau pretended to be the mailman, and a fight ensued. And we managed to kill them all. And what happened after that? Oh, we went into the armored black box. Cerveau was able to get in there and bypass the security. And we found a human body in a ketchup packet. And we we cut it open, and we looked over the body. Fang kind of dug into her skin, and we were just trying to figure out what it was. So we decided to take the body with us because we weren't sure if it was actually alive or dead, because it had a pulse but it wasn't breathing. So we brought it into the car, and Lucas asked for a place where we could store a body from Graves. Graves gave us an address, so we were headed over there. And on the way there, we were kind of questioning our decisions, if this was the right thing to do, and if there was a point in doing it. What were we going to do once we had it secured? Are we going to go back to it? This, that, and the other. So we pulled over. Cerveau jacked into the body and found that there was absolutely nothing in there. It was just an empty husk. No thoughts, brain empty. So we decided to make it look like this was a robbery. So we shot it in the head, set it on fire, and then Lucas took us back to his family's home to stay the night, because it was 5 a.m. at that point. And that's where we left off.
Perfect. So yes, you all are at the Grimm clan's residence, this abandoned town. Y'all all got to sleep at 5 a.m. in the morning. How late do you sleep?
I'd say Cervo's pushing noon, unless there's a lot of noise or something around.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking noon too, unless something happens to wake him up sooner. But
I'd say pretty similarly. She'd probably get up around 11, and she's probably not sleeping the best, just kind of waking up every now and then. And when she wakes up at 11, she just sits on the bed, just kind of thinking for an hour.
You all are able to sleep until the early afternoon, around noonish, and as you all are waking up, you do hear people around this area in this town moseying about their business, getting stuff done. They're not super loud, but they are. You can hear commotion and people talking, but it seems like normal kinds of conversations. Can you all roll me a d10, please?
I got a
5.
3.
3 as well.
All right, so we're going to start with Fang. As you have been sitting on that bed for a while and thinking about the evening prior and that model and the fact that it was an empty husk, how do you start your morning? Well, afternoon.
So, so as I said, she's sitting on the bed, just kind of lost in her head for a while, and she'll eventually, she'll say, "All right, it's time to actually do something." So she gets up, straightens up her clothes, kind of tries to make herself look like she wasn't up all night, and she will head out the door and probably just head over to wherever the combi is, because that's kind of the only thing she really knows being here, and just kind of wait for Cerveau and Lucas to show up somewhere.
Alrighty. And as you are heading to the combi, it's exactly where you all parked it last night. As you are traveling through the Grimm clan's home, most everyone here has some kind of green and copper on. That's the colors of the Grimm clan. Some have vests with an old English G on the back that represent their colors. People are working on their cars. See some people like grilling for lunch, getting ready for the day. And this clan's huge, and you know that. As you see people coming and going about their business, a few of them will wave to you since they know who you are, since you pretty much put their fingers back on and things of that nature, and give them therapy. But you are able to make it to the combi, and no one really stops you on your way. They give you gentle, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Small little waves. But you're able to wait for everybody to wake up and come to the combi. And with that, we're going to go to Lucas. Lucas, how are you starting your afternoon?
A little. It's going to be a slow start for him. Waking up, just sitting in the room for a little bit, just looking everything over in his room. But eventually getting up, getting dressed, and then starts to make his way out and kind of stands in the doorway for a brief second, looking both ways, left down the hall, right down the hall. Does it seem like there's any activity in the house right now?
At this moment, no. Mag's probably left really early. So you don't really hear anything in the house at the moment.
Since there's no one, well, he's going to go into the kitchen, start making some coffee. As he's making the coffee, he'll take out his agent and text the group chat with both Fang and Cerveau. Coffee, tea, water. Just like a question mark after each of those words. But continue making coffee until it's some response.
And what do y'all say?
Fang will say, "Coffee? Yes, please."
Cerveau just says yes.
Looking at his agent, just, well, that's not helpful. All right, coffee it is. So then he'll get 3 mugs of coffee and walk out. I don't think he parked too far away from where the guest house in his home is, so I assume the combi would be within eye shot, and then head over there and hand Fang a mug. Morning.
Morning.
How'd you sleep?
It was off and on.
Yeah, don't take this. You don't look the greatest right now.
Oh, yeah, thank
Been
you.
a long night.
Wow. I appreciate that.
It's okay. I look like shit too. I shouldn't have said that.
It's fine. We had a crazy night, so.
Yeah, and then he'll open one of the sliding doors and just sit on the side of the car. Yeah. Yeah. I think we did the right thing with the model husk body thing. I think that was, you guys were right. I encouraged us to go off script, and that's my bad.
It's understandable. I mean, with everything that happened at Persona Craft and coming across the body, I can't blame you for wanting more information and, you know. But I think we did do the right thing. There's nothing we could have done for it.
And he just nods his head, but he's silent after that, just drinking the coffee.
And with that, Cerveau, are you going to get your coffee?
Yeah, I do get the coffee. Server's definitely moving slow this morning. Not feeling great. Did take some damage in the ensuing fights, so not feeling the best, but making his way there very slowly. Good day. How are you two?
Oh,
Better?
fine. Lucas holds up a mug and hands it to him.
Oh,
You said
thank
yes, so I assume that meant coffee. I don't know.
It meant any of them, so this is perfect.
All right, good.
How'd you sleep, Cerveau?
I slept better. I'm not used to being out and hearing all this dust and everything. But I appreciate you putting us up for the night. I don't want to, I don't want to talk bad about, slap away the hand that's offering help, but
No, it's fine. I know being out here, it can be really weird. So if here was just closer, but if we would have decided to go back to the sea, that we could have made it just fine too. So
no, this is nice, and I don't have any coffee at my place anyway, so double win.
Sounds good.
Are y'all heading back into the city today?
I figured I am your ride, so I thought so.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought I was walking. That's a good point. And I appreciate that. The metro doesn't run out here, does it?
It does not. It's a long walk.
What's the temperature outside?
It's already getting really hot. So it's like end of July. It's dry out here, so you're not having to deal with that mugginess, but it's getting hot. Like if you look off into the distance of the desert, you can start to see those heat waves coming up.
Okay.
So it's hot. Y'all probably won't want to stay outside for too terribly long.
Anybody heard from Rose today?
Got nothing.
Nope.
We did the job. And if I recall correctly, I told her last session that we did it, right? Didn't I text her?
You said, yeah, so you did text her and you said, job's done, but not what it was expected.
That sounds right. Okay. So maybe we'll hear from Rose today.
Yeah. Fang will just sip her coffee, kind of staring at the ground.
And about 15 or so minutes later, you guys do get a text ping. And it is from Double R. It says funds transferred. You all have the additional 500 eddies each that she promised.
All right. Well, there's that. Well, I have everything on me. I'm good to go whenever you guys are.
Yeah, same. And I'm glad we got the 500. I didn't collect anything from that convoy. I don't know if you guys got your hands on anything. I was a little bit shook.
Yeah, it was a little crazy to try to think of anything else like that. So.
Actually, sorry, I gotta do one thing. But I'll be good to go in just a second. Lucas is grabbing those patches out of the back and just bringing them back inside, throwing them in his room, and then coming back out. That's all he was gonna do.
And as you are walking towards your house to take those badges into the house, into your room, a couple people do take note and just kind of give you like good job looks. You're passing by them.
And he just gives like a unsatisfied, just like a, yeah, thanks, in response.
It's like they don't even pick up the unsatisfied. They just seem really excited. More Sokovas are dead.
Good thing to be excited about. But yeah, then just walks back.
You're able to do that. And you all are convened. Is there anything you all would like to do while you are in the Badlands? Or are you all wanting to head straight back to Night City?
I'm not on a schedule. I don't know if we had other plans or anywhere we needed to stop.
No, I think I'm good. Don't
I'm
really
good to go back.
do much out here.
And away we go, I guess.
Y'all are able to head back to Night City. Y'all are an hour outside of the city. Is there any conversations you all want to have on the way back home? Or kind of home for some of you? Or is this we're just booking it?
That's something if no one else does, but
I don't think, no, I wouldn't have anything. For Cerveau, it's very much like when you almost like get in a wreck and then everyone just sits there quietly the rest of the ride. It's sort of like that.
well, then somewhere along the drive, he probably wouldn't wait too long into the drive. He just kind of turn around Lucas would just turn around for a quick second and look at both of you. Fang, I know I already mentioned something to you. I'm sorry for last night. I was a little unstable, unprofessional, encouraged us to make an unnecessary risk in taking that body. It won't happen again. I just thought, having that body would get us closer, or I don't know, to getting Andrea back. And she's gone. I know she's gone. I was making bad decisions. And like I said, it won't happen again if we continue to do jobs. I promise.
Like I said earlier, can't blame you for it. Probably would have wanted to do the same if I was in your position.
I'll be focused next time. That's all.
Didn't chafe me. I was going to take it. Just didn't feel right. Otherwise.
Sure. Well, I appreciate your understanding, but yeah, thanks.
I guess after maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes after that conversation, Fang will kind of turn to both Lucas and Cerveau. How do you guys deal with killing someone? Last night was the first time I ever killed someone.
Luke's, let's look at Cerveau first.
This would be Cervo's reaction, just sort of like looking away in a deep sigh. Like, oh, I thought this was just a lighthearted car ride.
It's heavy on my mind. I don't know. Like, my whole life with Jax has been about saving people, improving them, and I mean, the whole reason that I'm even in the group is to keep you both alive. And I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, as soon as that blast went off, my adrenaline was just pumping. And I just felt like it's what I needed to do in the moment. The second one I killed, I feel like I can justify it. She'll turn to Lucas. He was gunning for you. But I don't know, the first guy, he was just lying there. And yeah, he was refusing to cooperate. And he probably would have killed me if I didn't kill him, or one of the other Sokovia gonks would have killed me too. I don't know. Just I don't really know how to feel about it. Well, you guys don't have to say anything if you don't want to, it's fine. Just felt like I needed to get it off my chest.
Well, I'm sorry that you had to kill a couple people. I didn't know those were your first two.
Yeah, I mean, not typically in the business of killing people at Whitechapel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess it's something that I gotta get used to if I'm gonna be doing jobs, you know?
I mean,
Yeah.
I think you said a lot right. That those guys probably would have, if roles were reversed, they would have done the same thing. But I mean, I can speak from experience that any Zai is not someone you want to spare. They'll take any opportunity they have to hurt you or someone else. So I don't know if that gives something your moral compass to point at. I just know they're not great people.
Yeah, I guess, like, helps.
I don't know. I'm not great with the advice. I'm no therapist.
Yeah, I've been kind of giving therapy to myself all night.
You did what you had to do, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I did what I had to do.
That's how I look at it. I mean, I'm not exactly a killer, bit of a pacifist, but I'll do it if I have to. And I think that's what the city requires of you to live in it. It's not a nice place out there, but you got to be willing to do what it takes. And you got to have the drive not to hesitate. And you did what it took, and you didn't hesitate.
Yeah, I guess I'd rather be alive than dead. So.
It may happen again. Keep working with Rose. She's
Yeah.
not exactly I don't know. She might be listening. I won't finish that thought. She doesn't hesitate either. But can I ask on that point, other than making a little money, why are you out here working?
Experience. I spent my life in the city just working at Whitechapel. And I don't know, this opportunity seemed like a good way to, test out my skills in a way. It also seemed fun. Switch things up a bit. Especially after. But yeah, I don't know. And now I do it to keep you gonks alive.
And I appreciate that for one. Yeah.
Yeah, I need a lot of help.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you've certainly discovered some new talents you may have not known of.
Yeah. Kind of surprised at myself a little bit, but I guess that's when you find out what you're made of. So,
Well, it seems to me like you've got what it takes and you know how to do what it takes, like I said. But I guess what it takes is up to everyone to decide for themselves.
yeah. That makes sense. She'll just kind of ponder that for a second.
Lucas, what about you? Why are you taking these gigs?
It's my job. Just kind of a sigh after that.
You working for someone other than Rose Red, or is it just easier to view it as a job?
I mean, it's a family thing. I mean, I've worked for my family smuggling. It's the blowing shit up and taking the fight to Zykovs. That's newer for me, but it's my job nonetheless now. So
I get it. Lots of benefits from families. Lots of expectations too.
yeah, essentially. Boil it down to a word: expectations. I think that fits perfectly.
What about you, Cerveau?
Obviously, to get rich and famous, right? How am I doing?
Oh, you got 500 eddies, so I'd say you're headed in the right direction.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, I'm on my way up. Let's look for my name on one of these billboards soon.
Can Lucas make, I don't know what the, like, human perception, is that the equivalent to insight? Just to, like, is that all? Is that purely the only?
Human perception versus persuasion.
Okay.
I got 9.
I'm going to ask a question that's probably going to reveal myself here. Is persuasion used for all kinds of trying to convince someone?
What are you trying to argue for?
I'm trying to lie.
Yeah, no, I know you're trying to lie.
I didn't know there was a deception equivalent.
We could do acting if you would like. Like you're trying to act like something that you're not. I'm cool with that. Or persuasion.
Can I do persuasion? It's one higher.
Yeah.
Okay, I try to persuade you to believe me.
Well, I got 9, so.
I got 14.
Well.
So I would say it seems like Cervo's just sort of, wants to see his name in lights somewhere.
Well, I hope all goes well for you in the pursuit of that.
Yeah, I'm just kind of getting started, I guess. Only been at it a few years.
Like I said, it's a good start, and I assume working for Red, you'll have plenty of opportunity for that to happen.
Yeah, she comes through. She stays busy.
That she does.
Was I supposed to leave this coffee cup at the camp, or is it okay? Should I leave it in the car when you drop
It's
me
fine. We can just find others elsewhere. So, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's yours. You can have it if you want it.
off? Oh, gee. I'll cherish it.
Well, there you go. You got your Eddies and a coffee cup, so you're big time now.
Well, I feel like we've been through a lot of shit together. Hopefully, we keep working together.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna do this, I think I'd rather do it with you guys.
Yeah, you're like good partners. You get dedication there. You're not looking out for just yourself or anything like that. There's some bad actors out there.
And with that, as you all are having these conversations, it's been about an hour now as you all are making your way into Night City. Are you all going anywhere? How are we doing this? Where are you going? How are you spending the day? We're going to say it's about 2. Maybe I'll spend an hour at the clan's place and then an hour getting back. So about 2 p.m.
I'm going to need to go pick up some ammunition. I have gone through quite a bit.
I think I'm fond of that stop.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, just quick in and out. I don't like to peruse when I go shopping. I like to know what I'm looking for and I just go in and out.
We're going to say that there is an ammo, weapons, and more shop on the way in, coming into Santo Domingo. And you are able to easily get as many bullets as you'd like. If it's basic ammunition, it's an eddy per bullet. Eddy per bullet. So however many you need, go ahead and take out your eddies for that and replenish your stock.
24 rounds.
Is shotgun ammo still basic?
Shotgun ammo is basic. There are 2 different types of shotgun ammo. If you're getting the normal one, it's an eddy per shell, but the other shotgun ammo, I believe, is more expensive because it does more damage. I think they're called slugs.
Slugs. Okay.
Yeah, y'all are definitely able to stock up on your ammunition, pay the person that's behind the bar, the counter. And is there anything else you all would like to possibly see in the weapon shop? Everything, game mechanic wise, everything in these kinds of shops are less than premium, standard quality. You cannot get anything higher unless you go to something called a night market.
No iconics in the corner stores.
No.
In other words, okay, all good.
Do they buy? Would they buy any weapons? Any?
They sure will.
Then I guess Lucas would go out, grab that shitty shotgun he got, and bring it in and I don't know, sell it. I guess for whatever it's worth.
Looks it over, calls it shitty, gives you 20 eddies.
More than what I thought I'd get, so thank you.
But if that was all you needed at the store, you all are able to continue your day. We'll say it's about 3 o'clock.
I'm gonna rest up a bit for the next few days. And if y'all need anything, you need me to, I don't know, hack into your ex girlfriend, boyfriend's house, whatever. Maybe knock a corp down a peg. You just want like a free drink out of a vending machine, you know where to find me.
You'll be the first one I call.
Oh, thanks. Some people say that, but you never know if you really are the first one they call.
Right, you never really do know.
No.
Yeah.
I just like to assume that I will be. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm assuming Cervo's heading home?
Yeah, I'll actually, if we're back in the city now, I'll just head to the nearest metro and take it back to Pacifica.
All right, you're able to head back to Pacifica. Cerveau has left the party. Are Fang and Lucas doing anything for this evening?
You can just drop me off at my place or nearest metro if you don't want to go that far.
Sure. We can go to your place.
Okay.
Go there.
You all are able to make it to Whitechapel as it's 3 in the afternoon. So you all get there and seems kind of normal. Looks like Jax is currently with a patient, as there are a few cars outside of Whitechapel at the moment. Are you going in just Fang, or is Lucas going in as well, or is Fang just going home?
Lucas had no intention of going in. Unless there happens to be a family car that's out there. I don't know.
Would any of your family have come today?
I don't know. I would assume not, but I don't know everything of the happenings of the family, so I mean, someone's only there if they're dying or something.
Nah, everything's good. No one's dying. No one's in there. So it is an unbeknownst car outside there right now.
Well, thanks for driving. Yes.
Yeah, of course. Quicker than walking. Safer than walking. Or the metro.
Yeah, but I'm used to the metro. Not used to the desert.
That's fair. Desert's a little
Dusty.
dusty. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you need anything, you know where I'm at. So.
You'll be the first one I call.
Okay. All right. And she'll just give a quick wave and head inside.
Right, and Fang has walked into Whitechapel. Fang has left the party. Lucas, is there anywhere you're going this evening, or are you finding a place to kind of hole up?
I think we'll go to the afterlife just for a short bit.
And you're able to head to the afterlife, and Graves is behind the bar as always.
I just take a seat, pull up a seat, and just sit down. Is Graves busy? It's like what, 2 or 3? It's probably not super.
Yeah, so with dropping everybody off and everything, it's probably like 3:34, so it's not super busy yet. And he has already put a French 75 with lime juice in front of you.
Then he'll just pick it up, say thank you, and thank you for that address as well. You were right. It's best that we didn't go there. The plans changed, but I appreciate you willing to help, regardless. But I'm sorry for even thinking about it. I mean, I don't want to pull you into things that you have no business being pulled into, and I know you don't want that either. So.
Well, I'm always happy to help if you need me. You okay, Chu?
I'm good. I was just a little off of my game during a job, and I'm good. We're good.
Roll me a persuasion, as you are his friend and he is concerned.
15.
You definitely beat him. He crit failed. So he just kind of shakes his head. Well, if you need to, I know I'm not your therapist, but if you need to talk about it,
I will let you know. Your help is appreciated, truly. I mean that.
gives like a little tap on the bar, like I got you. And then he goes and helps another patron.
And then he'll take out that photo of him and Laz and just kind of put it on the bar and just kind of just taking the environment, looking at the picture, maybe at one of the TVs, and just kind of, I don't know, biding his time.
And during that, you do get a message from Mags. And it says, already gone, huh?
I had to bring the others back. They're not locals. To the desert.
Don't get distracted with city people.
No distraction. Just join me on a job.
She does not respond. And with that, Fang, as you are spending your day in Whitechapel, just getting home, later in the evening, you hear a knock.
Is it on her bedroom door or the...
It's on like the front
Door.
porch. Like the
Porch,
front
okay.
area, yeah.
She'll open it.
And as you open it, you do see a courier of sorts. Not necessarily a mailman, but like package delivery. And he looks at the name on the box and he's kind of looking it over. I'm looking for a rocks.
Yeah, that's me.
Here you go. He hands you a big box and walks away.
Thank you. And she'll bring the box inside and close the door. She'll set it on the table. Is there like a from?
There's no from.
Is it ticking?
Roll me perception.
Okay. Where's that? $13.
It is not ticking.
Okay. So she will open it up and see what's inside.
And as you open it up, you kind of do it slowly, as Fang's first thought was, and you didn't hear anything, so you're peeling back the layers and everything of this box. But as you open it, you see metallic little ears and this robotic body of a small cat-like structure. There's a note on the nose. It says, push me to start.
She'll push it.
And as soon as you push it, it's almost like this little robotic thing kind of picks itself up, looks at you. The tail starts to, it's very cat-like, does the little swishy tail. But you can see the hinges as it is very much puppet-esque, robotic-esque. And it gives this little robotic meow as it looks up at you.
There's no other note.
If you're looking further in the box, you do see another note underneath where it's sitting.
She'll take the cat and like set it on the counter. So it's like its own, is it sentient? Kind of?
Roll me a basic tech.
Basic tech. $20.
With the 20, that being that high, it's not sentient. It looks like it has been programmed to act like a cat.
Okay. She'll take it out and just kind of look at it for a moment. This kind of half smile as a couple memories pass through her head. And she'll look back in the box and see if there's another note. And she'll...
Sitting on it.
Sitting on it. Okay. So she'll take out the note and read it.
And the only words it says, I'm sorry for everything. And that is it.
She'll crumple it. But then she'll open it back up and straighten it out. and just fold it up. And then she'll pick up the cat and go to her room, set the cat on the bed, and pull out that box that she has under her bed with all the pictures of her and Inferno. She'll lay them out. She'll put the note there. That's who she assumes it's from, since that's the only person she ever told that to.
You know very well the handwriting of Inferno.
Okay. She's gonna... After a very long time, she'll take out her agent and just send one message to Inferno. Thank you.
And once you send it, you get a message back. This phone number is no longer available. Please try contacting another line or checking the phone number that you have currently put into the text log.
Okay. She'll just toss her agent on the bed and just kind of play around with the cat. See what it can do.
As you're playing around with the cat, it has been programmed to, like, kind of give it little nuzzles under its chin. It does the ring thing. If you play, like, with a little, like, cat toy, it, like, bops it and baps it and things like that. It is very well programmed to act very much like a cat.
She will be impressed. She'll and then just kind of shake her head because this is to be expected from him. So, and she'll just kind of, I think, just keep looking at those pictures for a while.
Able to do so. And as you all are currently either at home or at the afterlife, is there anything specific you want to do for this evening? If not, you will have a week of rest, a week of respite, and getting to heal. And we get to roll for hustles for the very first time. But before we get into that, is there anything specific you would like to do for your week off? So this will get your HP all the way back. You can, with some rolls, see if you're able to fix your armor. But is there anything you all would like to do during this week?
I have a couple things. Some you mentioned, but yeah.
Well, what's the first thing you want to try?
Oh, do you want me to start? Okay. So I want to try to repair my armor jack. I got shot. I took 2 to the chest. So I want to try to repair my body armor jack. And what do I roll for that again? What did you have? Is it basic tech or was it something else?
It's a basic tech roll and your DV is a 9.
Okay, my base is a 9, so hopefully I get more than a 1. And a 5, 14.
Yeah, so you're able to fix it up. You know how to fix it. And everything is good with your armor jack now.
Preem. Okay. And I got my ammunition. I want to rest. Is it okay to go ahead and refill my HP, or should I wait until the week's over in case I deviate from the restful plan?
So you need 2 days of rest to get back to your full, right?
I do, yes.
All right. So let's say that what exactly are you wanting to do?
So I have to ask, are there any like public access computers or terminals or things like that? I want to search for something. I don't want to do it on my own. I don't want to have it drawn back to me. And I feel like there maybe a place where there's something more public like that, like an internet cafe or something, or they wouldn't call it internet, net cafe or something, where I could access something like that.
Yeah, and there's even keyboards on the sides of the road and next to like buildings and things like that. So there's public access to a computer just about everywhere.
Yeah, something like that. Something in probably a bit less populated area, not a lot of foot traffic, because I might have to access it through other means. So something like that.
Okay. With that, you are there are like cafes that offer like in the table computers that are open 24/7 that exist.
Yeah, I'm going to go to one probably about 1 o'clock in the morning, order a cup of coffee, sit in the far booth, and I would like to dig around for model 6010 Biotechnica.
And as you put this into just a public search bar, nothing pops up. Not for that model. You get some things from Biotechnica, like their main website, what they do, their mission, their face, what they're hoping to implement going into 2046, things like that. But you do not get a hit for that number.
Okay. Can I try taking the model number out and just look for Biotechnica PersonaCraft? See if I see anything on the news wires about them having a partnership, working together, anything they've announced.
You do find an article when looking for that Biotechnica and PersonaCraft are working together to create these labor services and work together with the scientific field and their labor services field to create better labor services for Night City. But there is a public, we have collaborated.
Okay. Is that the term they tend to use? Is just labor services? Does it sound very like corporate whitewashy kind of speak?
Very much that's about as much as you're going to get into it. There aren't many details. It's very much written by a media who interviewed the face of PersonaCraft and the face of Biotechnica together. So it's very much like what looks best in the public eye. That's how we're going to address this.
Yeah, it's marketing. It's a PR. They had the questions beforehand, all softballs. Yeah. Okay. And I know that PersonaCraft had that showroom. And I'm assuming they have like a separate sort of corporate operations place that's more like a public showroom sort of thing. What do I know about Biotechnica's footprint in the city? Are they can like is any person off the street go buy something from Biotechnica, or are they strictly like business to business? They supply other corporations and things like that.
With Biotechnica, you can't just go to Biotechnica and buy something because they specifically work with genetic engineering, microbiology, and biochemical research. So they're not they don't have a showroom because they're not necessarily providing direct material for the community, for the public. It's more so
right.
like we help grow like protein farms and energy and creating like Chew2 and things of that nature. You don't go into their place and buy just straight up.
I expected that. And what I'm trying to get at, similar to PersonaCraft, we were able to go to the showroom and sort of suss it out a bit. There's not something comparable for Biotechnica. You would have to go right into the belly of the beast. And I'm not prepared to do that on my week off. So I will leave it at that then for the rest of the week. And I'll see if I had room for a hustle.
All right. With that, Fang, is there anything specific you wanted to do with your week?
I don't think so. I think with the events of everything, she'd probably just try to, get back a sense of normalcy. She probably would have sent a quick message to Zen, just saying that she killed someone for the first time, and just share that with her friend. And because she's done it before, so she's trying to get some advice back, and just kind of shake off that I killed someone feeling.
She would respond, "First one's always the worst, hun. Unfortunately, it gets easier after that. You're the med tech. Might be best to get some therapy."
She'll send like she'll say, "Yeah, true. The second one was easier. I'll talk to Jax. But thanks." Smiley face.
Of course, and I adore you, and I hope that you know that killing somebody does not make you less in value. Because if that were the case, my value would be 0.
She'll send, haha. You are worth everything.
She sends you a little winky face back. If you need drinks or anything, let me know. I will do my best to be there. Lots of business happening with Venus, so I don't have too much free time, but I will always make time for you.
Sure, drinks one night.
She sends a winky face back as agreement.
Okay. So she'll just meet up with Zen and have some drinks, but otherwise she'll just kind of doing her thing for the week.
Good. And Lucas, what is Lucas doing for the week?
Probably spending a few days just in the city. I think he also needs 2 days. I think the damage that he took didn't save for me, so I think it was 2 days he needs. And he just be kind of just chilling through the city, spending a decent bit of time at the afterlife, but just driving around, seeing if anything comes up. But yeah, just taking it chill for the first few days, and then eventually going back home for a few days as well.
And you're able to take care of everything in the city. Graves is still working behind the bar and always has that French 75 ready to go for you. Nothing seems to pop up in the city. While you're resting, did you want to repair your armor?
Oh, yes, yeah. Forgot about that.
Basic tech roll.
Um, 12.
Yeah, you're able to. The DV was 9. You're able to fix it, and you're able to head back home. When you head back home, everybody's always really excited to see you. Jimmy Bob's is very ecstatic you're back home. It looks like he has blown off one of his metallic pinkies somewhere in the process. He'll get it replaced eventually. And Mags is always very much stern. Doesn't show much affection. Looks like she tries to, and then just completely just takes it back. But you are able to head back to the family.
Lucas would stop by Jim Bob's for a quick second at some point. He just get there. He kind of be like straight to business. He take out his pack of cigarettes that's probably almost empty, and just kind of just tap it on a table. Jim Bob's, this is gonna be a really weird request, but do you think that you could put something small but potent again in a container like this? Tapping the cigarette box on the table.
Holy shit, you want a bomb in a cigarette case?
Yeah, it might come in handy. And I don't know if that's possible. I've never seen you do it before, but thought I'd ask.
Well, I can always try. Now, it ain't gonna have a safety on it. I don't know if I can make a safety that tiny. I have been working on the safeties. Don't tell Mags. I've been working on.
All right. I will trust you with that. So maybe just try to put on just like a little fail-safe, especially since last time you made a bomb and almost dropped it. It would be nice.
Don't blame that shit on me. That was you.
I am blaming that solely on me. But if there was a safety, there wouldn't have been any sweat at all from that. But maybe just try.
I'll try. I'll try. That's all I can do. I'll try. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I could get. And he's picking up the cigarette carton and looking at the dimensions and everything. It'll probably take me a little bit to figure it out. Can you make sure Fang has an opening in case I do blow my hands off again? Because if I'm trying to make it tiny, I might actually set it off. But I will try to add a safety. I just need to make sure I got an appointment to get my hand put back on.
Yes, I'll be sure she has an opening. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to make it concentrated. I'm not going for radius. I'm going for power here.
All right. So. Okay, dokie. So I can see what I can do. It might not be as powerful as that tiny bomb that I made. Not tiny. It wasn't tiny. It was pretty big. But
it's pretty big. Not
this tiny. So it might not be as powerful, but I'll see what I can do. Might take me a little bit though. Do we need it now?
No. Nope. Okay. This is I'm thinking for future use.
Future use. All right. I can do that. I can handle that. Yeah, I can fucking do that. And he's all in his head now. He is like completely like almost you're not there anymore as he is analyzing this cigarette pack and how to make a bomb out of this cigarette pack and even try to maybe even conceal it as a cigarette pack.
Yeah, and then that was the only thing. And then immediately as he's walking away, he's texting Fang or Jax or whomever, just are there openings? Jim Bob's is working on something that might be a little new. Our schedule's able to be cleared in case. And sending that message out.
Fang will respond. I'll make space for Jim Bob's.
Thank you. You've seen him a lot recently.
No worries. Business is business.
Business is business.
And I will roll for him and see how he does in just a bit. But Fang, you had your hand up. What's up?
So I was thinking, those a couple days after she got the cat, she'd be like heavily like thinking about this cat and staring at this cat. Would she know anyone that she feel like would be able to pass along a message to Inferno?
Roll me. You know the bar he likes to go to.
Short Circuit?
Yeah, Short Circuit.
Short Circuit?
So you know the bar he likes to go to. You could try there.
I'd say she'd make her way to the Short Circuit. And she might stand out there for like a good 15 minutes before she goes in. And she'll walk up to the bartender.
So as you are walking in, you have to go through these doors that are guarded by drones. And as soon as you walk in, you get this little scan. And then they turn green and the doors open and you're able to walk towards the bartender. And the bartender is full of chrome. Very chromed up. Looks like he's ready to go. Really jacked but short. As he watches you come up and then just looks at you expectantly.
Hey, I have a bit of a request. Rather.
Well, if you're making a request, it depends on how much money you got, I reckon.
Well, I just need to pass on a message.
Y'all look like the fucking postman.
No. But...
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
It just all hit me at once. I don't know why, because I was thinking about last time when Jimbo was like, I don't know how to put safety on shit. Cause it's like and then the postman, I don't know, it just hit me. Sorry. Proceed.
No. But what's your price?
Depends on what you're asking for.
Just a quick message to Inferno.
Inferno? We haven't seen him in probably a week now.
Is that abnormal?
That's very abnormal. Inferno came here almost every other day.
Okay, so... Oh. Well, I guess if he does come in, just tell him Rock says thanks.
Sure. If I see him.
Cream.
But while you're at the bar and you say that, there is a person sitting next to you where you're at the bar. And she just looks over. Rumor has it he's had something to do with Militech here recently. I don't know if that means anything to you, but I'm assuming if you're saying thank you, maybe that's good information for you.
Oh. No, thank you. Yeah, that's good information. Okay. Well, yeah, she'll turn back to the bartender. If you see him, tell him. Not, then just forget I was here.
Already forgotten.
Cool. She'll turn to the girl. Any other info on him, or just...
I don't keep up with him. This rumor around here, you know, he's here every other day or so he usually gets caught at the door.
Yeah. Well, thanks. And she will turn around and leave, head back to Whitechapel.
We're able to do so. And is there anything else anybody would like to do during your week of rest? Anything you want to try before we roll for our hustles? And roll to see if Jim Bob does what he's supposed to or gets put in the hospital.
Not for me. No, I think I did it all.
Alrighty. Well, with that, we're going to start with... I about called you Inferno. Oh my god, Cerveau. Cerveau, you roll me a d6.
I will. We're using the hustle table in the book.
Using the hustle table in the book.
What page is that on?
Starts at 382.
382, and it's by class. Or job, whatever it's called. Roll. Okay, come on. Not a 3. I got a 1.
All right. So you cracked a small system and stole their data. What kind of system did you break and whose data did you steal?
It's a small system, so it wouldn't be... Okay. How about we say this? When I was in the cafe place, there was another loud, sort of rude patron in there who got a bunch of drinks and didn't tip. And then I snuck out to their car, and I had their address, and I had their phone number, had their occupation, anything I could find from there. And I sold it to the bar.
All right, I like that. And with that, you get 100 eddies.
Cool.
Dang, will you roll me a d6?
D6. Okay. 4.
Oh no. With everything with
Yeah.
Inferno and you just taking care of people. Who'd you take care of? For free.
I'd say maybe she was walking home and saw someone on the street just having some issue with their Chrome. And she would have, like, right near Whitechapel. She would have told him to come with her. And just, fixed it because it looked like it was a minor problem. So she would have sat there, fixed it up, said, hopefully this makes your day a little bit better. And send them on their way.
That person may remember that.
Okay.
It's a goodwill thing.
Yeah, it is.
They'll remember that.
And with that, Lucas, roll me a d6.
4.
Ooh, okay. Smuggled a huge shipment and you get 200 eddies. What did you smuggle? Who did you smuggle for?
Let's see, let's pull this up. Go, there it is. We'll say we smuggled for Wood Chipper's Garage, doing another delivery there. It's probably, if it was a huge shipment, it was probably him and a few other family members who are doing the same kind of work. So yeah, just delivering any kind of stock that they might have asked for. Yeah, I don't know what specifically that would be, but just anything in that nature.
So yeah, Wood Chipper definitely needed some weapons and arms dealing stuff. So that way she could get that sold at her next night market that'll be coming up soon. And you get 200 eddies from that hustle.
And while he's there, can he ask her? That's one of the ones. I just lost it. Where'd it go? When and where will she be next?
We have we'll be at the garage in Westbrook, and she gives you an address. 2 days from now. Are you coming?
Thinking about it. I don't know if I have enough to spend just yet, but just curious. Was keeping it in the back of my mind.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to seeing you. Hopefully.
We'll see.
She gives you this hard slap on the shoulder. This woman is about 7 feet tall and bulky. As she gives you a little too hard of a pat, and then goes and takes the shipment back into her little container that she keeps all of her stuff in. And if you're looking for night markets also, Lucas knows that there's one on the 5th, and during your week there is one that occurs. And Trackers in the Badlands is going to be tomorrow.
Okay. With the, I guess now 970 eddies that he has, I mean, does he know the kind of general price range? Like, is it worth going to these markets? Would he be able to get anything, or is it still too steep for him?
With 970, it kind of varies between each night market, but a lot of the excellent quality stuff is typically between 500 to 1,000 eddies. Anything luxurious or higher than that, you're probably not going to be able to find at one of the normal night markets that you usually go to. But standard version weapons, very easy to find with that kind of eddies.
Okay. Yeah, I think he'd go to the... What was the most... The one that was soonest?
Trackers is tomorrow.
Trackers, that's what it was. Probably make a stop at that one then.
Alrighty. And did you want to bring your crew with you? Because the crew does not know about night markets.
That's true. Probably send a message in the group chat, hitting up Trackers. Trackers? Yes, Trackers Night Market. Let me know if you want to go. Sell weapons. Pretty general stuff, but good stuff.
I have a text back. I'm in. Just tell me where to meet you.
Send the address. Just in a group chat.
Okay. Sounds fun.
See y'all there then.
Cream.
And you all are able to make your way to this night market that is north of the Badlands. There are no metros to get out here. How do Cerveau and Fang get there?
I guess he'd also offer to drive if need be.
Cerveau gets there 9 hours after it ends.
Yeah, I mean, if Lucas is offering to drive, Fang will take it.
Yeah, I had a car, but I gave it away. So I'll take a ride.
To a kid.
Your chauffeur is on the way.
And Lucas, you were able to pick them both up and start heading towards this night market. As always, is there anything you all want to talk about on your way there, since it's been a few days since you all have seen each other? Or do we want to just go straight to the night market for the very first time?
I'm good with the night market.
Yeah. Just night market.
All right. And you all head to this night market. This night market, of course, happens at night. And it's really dark. And it's actually kind of chilly out here in the desert in the Badlands at this time. But you start to see these lights and tents in people's combis opened up in order to allow you to peruse and to shop at the night market and things of that nature. Night market's inventory changes every single time. These pop-ups don't last for very long. They typically may last a few hours, but never longer than overnight. And they pop up at different days. So this is quite literally a pop-up market. But you all get there and the combis are open and a lot of nomads are here to trade, as well as a few other like local businesses, local fixers are here to sell anything that their crew has managed to procure. And Lucas, you know this is Trackers. And Tracker is in his 30s. He is short, black hair, Asian build, with a very thick Asian accent. And he welcomes you as soon as he sees your combi come up.
Evening, Tracker. How are things? How's business?
He looks around. Lots of people today.
Yeah. Doing fine. Have had any run-ins with people wanting to, I don't know, give you trouble?
Kind of gets this little smirk look on his face. People always want to give me. I am trouble.
I know this kind of give a little chuckle after that. Well, I mean, as you always know, if you need any work done for you, you know who to call.
Always.
I know it's been a little while, but
Well, if you ever find anything nice, you could always come to me. I know Wood Chipper gets a lot of business, but I don't mind business.
sure you don't. I'll keep that in mind, though. I don't have anything on me right now. Haven't been doing too much at the moment, so.
Respite's always nice.
Well, anyway, what do you got?
And as you're asking and kind of starting to peruse, you see Tracker's face, his head, like, kind of turns to Cerveau. His head tilts. He just looks you up and down. What's your name?
Cerveau. What's yours?
I'm Tracker. Nice to meet you. I don't know. It just feels like I've seen you somewhere.
I guess I just got one of those faces. Do I recognize Tracker?
Don't. He shakes his head and just looks at you. Huh. Kind of look like the Sable Kid.
What the hell's a Sable Kid?
Maybe. I don't know. They've been gone a very long time anyway. Who knows? And he turns back to Lucas. So we have a lot of stuff today. We got drugs. You want drugs? Got lots of drugs. We have we got a distiller. We got some like exotic shit. I don't quite know where that came from. I think it was from down south. We have a few like kibble packs that we were able to find. We got some flashlights. There's a grapple gun. But you already have a grapple. I don't think you need that. What else do we have? We got auto level dampening ear protectors. We got some tech tools. We got some air hypos. We got med tech bags. We got care packs. One of the sellers even has like nice shotguns and nice, I think they even have a sniper. And then there's PYP over that way.
Gotcha. I think the shotguns was more what I was looking into, so I think I'll go check them out.
Have fun!
I'll head off in that direction.
And you're able to head off in that direction. And this person has their, the back of their combi set up to where it is a few guns you can choose from. But 3 in particular stand out if you want excellent quality. There is a shotgun, a sniper, and a crossbow for shotgun and sniper, 1,000 eddies each. You said you had 970. You could technically try to haggle. And then the crossbow is 500.
I think I'll go. Yeah, he's gonna try for the shotgun.
Nice. Okay. Roll me a. There's actually, I think it's bargaining. Hold on a minute. We haven't done this. There's actually a skill for haggle. Yep. Good bargain. Trading. Roll me a trading skill. Our very first one.
17, I think.
You beat their 13.
What are you offering? If you don't like my prices.
Well, if you said it was 1,000, I got 850 on me right now.
Do you have anything else you could throw in there that isn't Eddie's?
I have my continued support. I mean, the only reason you're selling all these things is because someone has to bring them to you, and I mean, I'm the one who's done that in the past. You can't just cut me a little slack for the work that I've done for you.
850, and some of your next shipment comes to me.
How much?
25%. Whatever you find and smuggle comes to me.
15.
I can do that.
All right. And I guess we have a deal.
We have a deal.
All right.
And you now have an excellent shotgun quality, or shotgun excellent quality. There we go. You get a +1, I believe, to your attack rolls, as it doesn't jam as easy.
And that counts as a... Does that count as a shoulder arm or heavy?
That is a shoulder arm.
Okay. Gotcha.
You now
Sounds
have
good.
a nice shotgun, but the next smuggling thing you do, he wants a cut of not the money, but the supplies that you get.
Gotcha. Okay.
And with that, are Cerveau and Fang looking for anything?
Go ahead.
Fang, she's looking for something very specific. She would keep an eye out for any kind of poison.
And as you are looking around, you see PYP.
What does PYP stand for?
Pick your poison.
Huh. Who knew? She will go right over to PYP.
And this witchy-like person is behind the counter, or in the combi. It's not a counter, but like a desert witch type person. What can I do for you? What are we looking for? I'm assuming if you're at PYP, you're kind of wanting to maybe choose the lady's weapon of choice.
Yeah, actually. Looking for something that'll, harm somebody. Maybe pretty potent.
Ooh, well, if you want pretty potent, we do have biotoxins.
How much are the biotoxins?
And those are 500 eddies apiece.
You have anything maybe a little cheaper?
I have arsenic.
How much is the arsenic?
100 eddies. And that has been blended into a vial for you to take. But if that is still out of your price range, I do have belladonna, but not necessarily a vial form. You'd have to crush it and mix it up yourself.
I think I'll take 3 arsenics.
And she pulls out this little bag and very gingerly starts wrapping these glass vials so that way they don't break, and puts them in the bag for you. 300 eddies, darling.
And she will transfer 300 eddings.
Nice. So you now have 3 vials of poison that you can put without an action onto your vampires. And it lasts for 30 minutes. And the people who you poison have to make a DV 13 saving throw pretty much of resist torture.
Okay. Okay. Does that bypass body armor?
It does. It is directly towards their HP, and I think that one is 2d6s.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate this, and if I need more, I know where to go.
Slides you a little business card.
She will take it. Smile.
Whenever you want to poison somebody, come to me. And I'd like
Will
to know the details.
I will let you know.
She
Thank
gives you this little wink and does this like little whimsical like twist.
And then she will, I guess, head back to wherever we're meeting, I guess.
And
Cerveau, is there anything you would like to buy at the night market?
Yeah, can I go up to Tracker and just say, Tracker, was it, right?
And he responds in this thick Asian accent. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is everything here a bunch of tangibles? You got anything soft, programs or anything? I kind of like to stick to the net. I'm a bit of a pacifist in the meat space.
I don't have any at this one, but I can try to find some.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, yeah. And I'm going to get a little bit closer to him and just say, you said Sable earlier, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, obviously lowering my voice. Is he matching my approach, or is he still talking like very loud?
He's still talking very loud. But if you just tell him, you can try to tell him to be quiet.
It's like, just right here. Right here, close conversation.
He gets up in your face.
Okay, that's fine. I need information. I'll deal with it. Even though I can smell the last 3 meals he's had. Are they... When's the last time you heard from these Sable people?
Oh, it's been about 8 years, I think. So from what I know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, no one's seen them, so last I heard they sent out a what is it called? Like, I think it's an Amber Alert.
And what is that?
Where kids go missing.
Sounds bad.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good. But no, you look like her. Kinda. But maybe I'm just getting a little older. I mean, I did cross my 30s this year. I know I don't look it.
Yeah. No, I just thought you meant like... You said it looked like one of them. I thought maybe you... Like they were. I like to know who's got eyes on me, who's looking for me, but you said it's been like 8 years since you've seen them, so not a big deal.
What is there some kind of answer you were looking for me to say?
I just want to know the last time you saw him. If you had said like last week, I would have been concerned.
No one's seen him. That clan just kind of disappeared, so...
Big city. A lot of bad stuff happens every day.
Oh, damn, you think they're dead?
I don't know. Or they left. I don't even know who you're talking about. I was making sure you said it like someone was watching me. And I don't like that. So it sounds like we're good.
I'll let you choose. But he's going to try to human perception you.
Come on, Tracker, man. Come on. Come on, Chum. Don't you believe me? 17.
Well, I don't think anybody's watching you. I mean, I'd want to know if somebody was watching me too, but, I am trouble, so people probably are watching me. Are you watching me? Is that what this is?
You're right up to next to my face. It's hard to see anything but you right now.
My face is pretty, though. Can I be done whispering now?
Yeah, no, we're good. And I'm going to raise my voice and kind of back off a little bit to signify that, like, the clandestine part of the conversation is over.
Yeah, good talk.
He gives you like this little pat.
I'm surprised you've been this successful with night markets. Discretion does not seem to be one of your skills.
His accent changes a little bit. You don't know what I do for a living.
Obviously not.
But yeah, so have fun.
Well, have a good evening. And I wander off, yeah.
Cerveau wanders off. You all have gotten your equipment that you would like from the night market. Is there anything else you all would like to do here, or are you all heading back?
I'm good.
just forgot to mention it. Can we also say Luke's got, like, I don't know, 20 shotgun shells with the shotgun?
Yeah, you got it.
Cool. And that's one eddy per, right?
1 eddy per, unless you want the fancy ones.
He paid. All right, no, we're good.
Cool. So you all have experienced your first night market, especially with Tracker. Trackers is always out in the Badlands. Different locations, but always in the north of the Badlands. And you all are able to start heading back to town. And at this time, Fang, you get a text message.
Okay.
Hey, gorgeous. Can I ask a favor? We're in need of more protection detail at Luna Noir tonight, or tomorrow night, excuse me. Allure and Amour are trying to get from underneath the tiger claws and think they may cause problems tomorrow at their event. It's our annual companion soiree. Bells doesn't have enough goddesses to cover it. Do you have a team available that you could bring in? Gig pays well, of course, 1,500 eddies for you and your crew. For you to split up however you would like. Be there at 9?
So, you guys busy? What did you say tomorrow?
Tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
Okay. You guys busy tomorrow night?
I don't think so. It depends on my options, which are currently non-existent.
I've got 0 going on.
Well, I may have found us a little gig, if you're interested. Protection detail for Venus. 500 eddies each.
What sort of line of work is Venus in? Who or what is a Venus?
Not a Venus.
The Venus you look out for, though.
Venus is they're a gang. Work particularly with dolls and sex workers alike. Yeah, they're kind of having issues, I guess, with tiger claws, so need a little bit of help if y'all are down.
Protection is easy enough. I'm in for it.
Yeah, I'll do what I can, Sure.
Great. So Fang will respond back. Got 2 others to come with. Be there tomorrow night at 9.
Nova, see you then.
She'll send a smile.
Y'all are on the way to Night City. Is there anywhere in the Badlands y'all wanted to stop before you get back?
And the gig's tomorrow night?
Gigs tomorrow night.
It's not really my turf, but, I'm up for it if you guys have anywhere to go.
My business is in Night City.
Lucas has nothing. He's gonna stay focused on the task at hand, even though it's tomorrow. He's gonna stay focused on it.
And y'all are able to head back to Night City. Is there anything you're doing tonight, or are you all getting some rest and preparing for the event tomorrow?
Did we determine where we're meeting or anything like that?
Oh, I should probably give an address.
Do we all show up at the same spot? Are we gonna pregame? Are we gonna?
So she'll send the address in the group chat, just so y'all have it. You guys want to meet outside? You want to meet somewhere nearby?
We just meet right there. I mean, are they expecting trouble, or is this just sort of standard for them?
It seems like what did she say again?
That this company Allure and Amour is trying to get from underneath the tiger claws, and they think that there may be problems.
Okay. So they're anticipating some issues. So it's possible that we will see some action. But came from a really good friend of mine, so
Sounds good. Yeah, let's help them out.
Lucas.
Is there anything specific that Lucas might know about the tiger claws? I don't know, just like how they would operate, if there's any tactic when attacking that they like to use. I don't know, just anything that might be useful to know.
Roll me a concentration check first to see if you can think of anything about the tiger claws. And then if you would like to, we can roll tactics after that.
Concentration is 18.
18. So you know the tiger claws are very well known in Japantown. And at one point, they were apparently linked with Arasaka. Arasaka isn't around anymore, but they're still very popular in Japantown. You know, their weapon of choice is either assault rifles or katanas. And roll me a tactics to see if you can think of anything that this gang might do a lot of.
Tactics in education? Nope. Technique? Where's tactics?
Tactics is...
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
It's education skills in the middle. Yeah. 10.
With a 10, you know they are very, like, if you're under their protection, you're good. But if you try to get out of it, they're going to be very loud about it. And they're going to show you why you need them.
Gotcha. I don't know, he's not sure what everyone else knows, but I guess he'll share all that in case it happens to be relevant, in case anyone isn't super familiar.
Can I do a similar kind of role, but more on the idea of, in my experience, are they known to work with net runners, or are they all just gun runners?
Yeah, roll me a concentration check.
Crit success. 19.
They are known to use netrunners as well. Not as popular as like the Voodoo Boys, but if they want something done and they need a netrunner, they're gonna netrunner.
Okay, good to know.
And with that, are there any stops you're making in Night City? Or are we getting prepared to get some rest and get ready for tomorrow?
I think Fang's just gonna head home and just rest up before tomorrow night.
Same.
Probably just make a pit stop at the afterlife, but then turn it in after that.
Alrighty. And with that, your night comes to a close. Morning starts. You are not needed until 9 p.m. tonight. Are y'all just resting, getting prepared until then? Or is there any pit stops you would like to make before you go to a nightclub?
Am I aware of a place? I know the night market didn't have it. I forgot to mention earlier when I was buying ammunition. It wouldn't be at an ammo store, I don't think, anyway. Anywhere to buy programs. And nothing custom, something that already exists. And what I mean by that is it's like in the rule book as the standard programs.
We're going to say that there is a store, quite literally called Quick Hack, that you can purchase a program if you would like.
I would love to. There's one I'd like to get called Armor. It says it's 50 eddies in the book. Is it 50 eddies?
It's 50 eddies.
I'll pick it up.
You now have that new program in your arsenal. And is there anything we'd like to do, or are we ready to head to Luna Noir?
I like the name Luna Noir.
I'm ready.
I'm
Would
ready.
Cerveau actually know what that means? Given that he hung out with the VDBs and his name is technically a French word?
Yeah, you know what it means.
Cool.
All right. So you all are, sun has gone down. Still hot. It's real hot today. But it's a little cooler now that the sun has set, but it's still that kind of dry heat in Night City as you all make your way to Luna Noir. Luna Noir is located in Westbrook, and you all are able to get there via your combi or the metro or a taxi if you prefer. And when you all arrive at Luna Noir, you all see a line out the door awaiting entry. This event is well known in the sex worker community and well advertised to their clientele. For this event, escorts will walk down a catwalk, show off some of their talents, and people bid on an escort that they wish to spend the day with. As you all make your way, I'm assuming we're going to say you all arrive at the same time, kind of meet out at the front door. But they're not letting anybody in yet.
Is it time for it to have started? Or are we early?
You are early, but you were on time for when Zen told you to be here.
Okay. So I guess once everyone's together, Fang will send a message to Zen. We're here, we're outside. Where do we go?
And as soon as you send that message, it takes about 5 minutes, but she comes out. She's got a shoddy on her back, ready to go. But would you like to describe what Zen looks like?
Yeah, Zen, she's just maybe like a couple years older than Fang. She's pretty toned. And she has shaved sides with like, it's kind of like a very long mohawk and it's like swooped to the side. She has green eyes, cyber arm, shotgun on her back. She's very kind of like takes no bullshit kind of person. So she's not afraid to speak her mind. She calls it like she sees it. So she has this kind of like aura about her that's like, okay, don't want to mess with this bitch.
And as she walks out, you hear somebody like wolf whistle off to the side, and she quite literally will take that shotgun off in one hand, do the with it, and then just stare at him until they look a different way, and then she puts it back on her back and looks at the three of you. Okay, let's go ahead and get you all set up. VIPs are already inside.
Sounds good. And Fang will follow.
And she leads you through the main doors and then looks back at Lucas and Cerveau.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Lucas just takes a quick scan of everyone outside and then heads in.
And as you all head in, it's very well air conditioning in this room. Would any of you have ever gone to Luna Noir?
I think if Zen works there or works with them, Fang may have shown up maybe once or twice.
Zen does not work here. She works with the Venus Gang, and the Venus Gang is getting called in. But would Fang have still come here?
I don't think she would have then.
Cerveau would not. He's too nervous.
Probably only if work would have taken him here. So if they needed a delivery of anything, then maybe. But probably wouldn't be super familiar if that had happened anyway.
Alrighty, so with being new here, Luna Noir is a pretty big nightclub. It's got a wooden dance floor near the front. You see two very stocked bars on the sides of the stage. with these like purple neon lights that light it up, and it's a very pretty bar. Not as pretty as the Afterlife, of course, but it's a very, very pretty bar, and the bartenders are in these very like shiny sequiny outfits. You do see poles set up on different sides of the nightclub, as this is also partially like an exotic club as well. And you all see on the very far back, the stage that is normally there has been extended into a catwalk and now has lights that extenuate this area in order to show off the escorts that'll be going down these catwalks later. There are chairs lined up next to the catwalk, and the VIPs are already here chatting amongst themselves. You hear the music in the background is pretty loud. Almost not necessarily to the point where it's deafening, but you definitely have to yell in order to hear each other. And Zen is handing you all a headpiece, a little earpiece to put in your ear. So we're probably going to be separated a little bit. Here is a way we can communicate with each other very seamlessly. Press the button. And comms goes to all 4 of us. It's just us 4. So hopefully there's no need for more than that. But
It'll be fine.
Are we in like the main section right now?
you are.
Can I just look around and use scanner?
You may. Roll me interface.
Crit success, 14 plus 5, 19.
With a 19, you do see a couple of access points.
Mental note.
Mental note. Roll me a perception check since you're looking.
I also want to ask Zen a question. Let me see. Perception. 11.
11. Hold on to that. Lucas.
I was just gonna ask if Lucas can scan in the organic way. Perception check, same thing.
Perception
as,
check, you got it. Cerveau with an 11. As you were kind of looking around, you do see a voodoo boy. Big, burly Haitian man.
Does he see me?
He's not looking at you. He's talking to somebody else that's sitting beside him.
That's cool. That's cool. That's fine. We're all friends. Hopefully.
Lucas, what'd you get?
11.
11. So you see a bunch of people that have sat next to the catwalk. They seem to be of some importance, look like they're rich of some manner. You see 2 people behind the bar kind of cleaning their glasses, getting ready, doing fancy little tricks. You see some dancers on the poles, as this event quite has not started yet, so they're kind of the entertainment before everything gets started. But no one of note stands out to you at the moment. You don't see any nomads in here. Do not see anybody familiar. No politicians either. But do y'all have any questions for me? Because I need to protect kind of the back door. I'm assuming y'all will protect the front door.
Yeah. Does this place have any like net set up, like cameras, anything like that?
Oh, you're one of those deckheads. Okay. I think that there's a...
What gave it away?
She just looks at Fang and shrugs.
It's a rhetorical question. Go ahead.
I believe that there's 2 or 3. We have one behind each bar. We have one in the front. And of course we have one in the back, so I guess 4 at least, as far as I know. I'm more so spats or shotgun. I honestly didn't even look.
Would it be a problem if I access them? Just, sort of an eye in the sky setup?
Let me check with the owner. And she kind of like scuttles off to one of the seats that is on the far right of the catwalk towards the door and starts talking to this older or elderly woman and comes back to you. She said you have access to it as long as you don't go searching through her stuff, being a deckhead and all.
Professional courtesy, I wouldn't dare.
Okay, 1 second. And she runs back to the elderly lady, tells her that information, and the elder lady will stand up, walk over. I can give you access to the cameras, the security room.
I just figured if you don't know what to expect, it's good to have eyes on everything.
That is a very good point. Well, I'm assuming you two will stay out here with, Miss Zen. And you, young lad, come with me.
Lead the way.
And she takes Cerveau. Cerveau, roll me one more perception check.
11 again.
As you are walking, you get a different angle of the VIP section. As you are walking past and that burly Haitian man isn't blocking the person he's talking to anymore. Stumble a little bit. As someone you did not expect to see is sitting next to him. Someone you have tried to reach out to and changed your mind multiple times. Do you want to describe what Molly looks like?
Not really. No. Yeah. Oh, Molly is about the same age as Cerveau, so like early to mid 20s. A little bit shorter, right above 5 feet. Sort of pale skin, very dark, almost jet black hair. And she wears it in two sort of French braid pigtails that start very high up here and run all the way down both shoulders. Typically wearing all black, a bit of a goth look, I guess you could say, to her. But beyond that, very unassuming. But she does have, if you get a good look in her eyes are completely white. There's no pupil iris or anything, just flat white.
You see those signature pigtails and her all black dress, black leggings, black Doc Martens. Can't see her face though.
But I know the pigtails.
You know her well enough.
I'm going to try to make myself small a little bit as I continue to follow, not drawing attention to myself.
And the older lady takes you back to a security room where there are a few monitors. The security in this place isn't the best, but there are a few monitors with the cameras up, like a little security room. Do know that if you steal anything from me, I do know where to look.
Absolutely. No, I get, I know we just met. I don't expect you to trust me offhand. I appreciate you letting me do this. It's just me trying to do the job better for you. I don't have any of the assurance to give you, except I've done a few gigs with Fang so far. Who knows your partner's in? So, there's some accountability in who we know.
There's also power in who you know.
Yeah, speaking of that, can I ask? I've never been to an event like this. Is this open to anyone? Is it invite only? How do you get on the list for something like this?
Well, depends on what your ranking is, I suppose. Our VIPs pay a little extra to be here. before the doors open, but anybody is welcome to come.
VIPs, is it just about the Eddies, or you got to know someone, or how does that work?
There's power in knowing people.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. So I just like to know, I like to ask enough questions to know what we might be up against, you know?
Well, the biggest thing that we are concerned of is tiger claws. I can promise you and assure you they are not it.
You know, that's good. That's good, yeah. Well, I'll keep my eye out for them, and I'll let everyone know, you know, what we see.
She looks like she's going to tap your shoulder and then changes her mind. Good luck, young lad. And then leaves.
Yeah, okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just jack in and be ready.
Alrighty. Go ahead and when you jack in, she's giving you access. Are you wearing your virtual goggles?
Yeah, I'd put the AR goggles on so I could still see a little bit around me.
You put the goggles on and that pixelated bit comes up and you're able to, with her access, get to the floor where the control node is. And you now have access to it to where you can control those security cameras.
And so I see 4 of them, you said?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to keep an eye on them. And I'm assuming I know what a tiger claw looks like. They're a gang. They have, you know, affiliations. They have colors. They have a look to them. So I'll just keep an eye out for that.
The colors of the tiger claws, I believe, are mainly like reds and blacks. And you're able to keep an eye out on them. And while this is happening, what are Lucas and Fang doing?
Did you have something? No, you can go.
I don't have anything.
Okay. Yeah. I assume they'd probably walk a little closer just to the front door, just to keep an eye out. But while Lucas is still looking around, he just kind of lean in to Fang a little bit. Is everything all right? I mean, if the claws show up, it's probably going to be a little violent.
No, yeah, I've worked it out a bit. So they'll be, I can do it. It's fine.
Okay. I want to be sure.
Yeah.
If there's something...
No,
sorry.
I won't let Zen down, so you know, whatever I gotta do.
And he's being instead of looking around and scanning for this part, he's actually gonna look at Fang, being very gentle when he says this. Just if there's anything that you don't want to do and I'm around, you just let me know.
Just smile. Okay. Thank you.
And right back to looking around, scanning.
So, how are we? Do you want to stand in the left side, the right side, back, front?
I can take just left of the front door. I got the tapping on the shotgun. I got something new I could try out. Got to be close for it, so.
Okay, yeah. No, I understand. And she's got her shotgun on her back. No, got it. So I guess Fang will just go to the opposite of wherever Lucas is.
Alrighty. And as you all are getting set up, the main doors open and people start filing in, and it very quickly becomes busy in this section, as some people are here for the event, some people are here to drink, some people are here to watch the dancers, some people are just here to dance. So everybody starts piling in from the outside. And the event starts at 10 p.m. So you all hang out for about an hour, keeping an eye out on the security cameras, keeping an eye out on the front door, the left and the right of the front door. Y'all hear Zen check in from the back, stating that she has the back covered. And as the event starts, the music is loud, people are getting drunk, and you all see and hear escort names. Finn Wilder, Leona Blaze, Poppy Charm, Lucas Sterling, and they all like walk down the catwalk, do some kind of talent of theirs. There's like some people bring out like one of those poles that are really heavy, show their dancing skills that way. Some people have actually played instruments, all kinds of talent here. You hear a Maya Sinclair. People are bidding, like raising up little tags to have a bidding. And somebody up at the front is giving off like auction numbers, as this is the companion soiree. And these escorts are having people bid on them in order to spend a full day with the escort of their choosing. I need you to roll a perception check for me. Everybody.
14.
$13.
I got something we can work with. Maybe a -3, -3. I think
Oh,
will
no.
do just fine.
With a -3, your mind's just somewhere else. You've had a lot the past week. Everything that happened. You're just kind of, you're standing on duty, ready to go. But it's almost like that moment when your eyes kind of glaze over and you're not really seeing anything in front of you as you're in your thoughts. Cerveau, with a 13, you see on the cameras Molly, actually, and the guy who is next to her are bidding on Maya Sinclair. And that is the only person they are voting for or bidding on.
Anything about Maya Sinclair that stands out?
Roll me a roll me a reveal.
Reveal. Okay. Conceal, reveal object, or
Yeah.
16.
With a 16, you know what netrunners have on their person, how they conceal those things. You know that Maya Sinclair is a netrunner.
She's a deckhead. Cool. Okay.
She is a deckhead.
Do I recognize the name?
You do not. But Maya Sinclair is the one that Molly and the voodoo boy she is with are bidding on. And they're bidding pretty high. But also with that 13, out of the corner of your eye, you do see Zin go toward the back. Shotgun at the ready. And she fires. And then Fang with a 14. You hear motorcycles approaching quickly. And they are red and black. And they very quickly are coming towards Luna Noir. And they brake as soon as they get close and start to slide in. And you see 5 individuals are getting off of their bikes. And they are loaded with assault rifles and katanas. They don't seem like they're paying you any mind as they're walking up, and they look like they're about to push through you. And you all are currently separated.
Fang will press on the talkie thingy. We got tiger claws in the front. Get ready. Get close. And then she will kind of make her way closer to where the entrance is.
Cerveau.
Where Zen went to shoot, is this also the front of the building?
That was in the back.
Can I use the earpiece and copy? I think there's more in the back. Zen went off camera, but she's firing.
I can fucking handle it!
Zen's
Heard.
alive.
And Lucas.
Then hearing that they're coming close, can Lucas, like, I don't know, get up right close just to the side of the door and try to just, I don't know, hide himself as best he can, like next to the door? Because they're not inside yet, right?
Okay, so y'all are on the inside, not the outside?
That's what I thought, at least.
I also thought we were inside.
Okay. All right, so y'all are on the inside. So they are making their way into the door if you all are inside. I thought y'all were outside.
Okay.
So you hear the motorcycles, you know they're coming up thanks to the cameras and kind of seeing some of those colors that they are about to push through that door. You can try to hide from them. It is very busy in here. Lots of people are in here, so I will say it's add like +3 to your stealth roll.
Oh, there it is. 22.
22. Yeah, it's almost like, and for Fang, you lose Lucas. You don't know where Lucas went. Just kind of disappears into the crowd as these people burst in, and they actually take their assault rifles and shoot at the ceiling. And in a very thick Japanese accent, Lorelei, we're going to show you why you needed us. And then they're actually going to take a shot at Lorelei through the crowd directly as soon as they walk in. All 5 of them, as they are walking in, are immediately going to shoot at the woman who led Cerveau to the security cameras. Is there anything you would like to do at this moment? They're not concentrating on you. They are immediately trying to shoot at her and the people in the crowd.
I will jack out and draw my weapon.
Fang is she's gonna take her shotgun, she's gonna cock it, and she's just gonna aim it at whoever is first in the front.
And Lucas.
So are they inside now, or are they still outside?
They have pushed through the front door, shot their assault rifles into the ceiling. People are starting to scream. People are starting to run.
Okay, so all 5 are inside.
Yes.
Okay. Whichever one then he's closest to, that's towards the back of the group, he's gonna sneak up behind that one, like, just kick his leg into the back of his knee to try to put him on a knee, and just put the shotgun to his back and just pull the trigger.
Roll me a brawling to see if you can knock that leg.
12 plus 4? 16?
16.
Is that
We're
right?
going to say, yeah. So you are able to knock his leg, kick him in the back of the knee because he was not paying you any attention, and make him hit a knee and have the shotgun ready to go. We're going to say that the brawling was an action to get him down, but he is down. And I need you all to go to roll 20. Unfortunately, from this point on, we had a technical difficulty where our player character's audio was not recorded. However, they were able to slay the 5 tiger claws that came into Luna Noir and protect Lorelei of Allure and Amour. Lorelei had a close call, almost died, but our player characters were able to get her out, therefore they did a job well done. Our med tech was able to take care of anybody who was injured with her surgical prowess. We did have one bystander who passed away. And we had a couple close calls in terms of HP for our player characters. 2 were critically injured, 2 were seriously wounded, and 1 almost died. But they are all okay, and they were absolute badasses during that combat, and I am so upset that we had that technical difficulty, and we can't share that with you. However, we will have highlights from that combat from our player characters in our next episode. Our next episode will release on December 6th. Please make sure to check out our players' social media accounts as well. They are linked in the description below. They are absolutely wonderful, and you should check them out. And lastly, if this is the kind of content you enjoy, please press that like button, subscribe, ring that bell. That way you get notified when episode 6 comes out. We'll see you later, Chooms.